Many people from different cities, different states of the United States moving right here because of the high education system they have. And from there, I have my friend here, Roberto Paredes. Hey, Roberto.
How you doing, Sean?
Hey, great, great. Tell me about why so many people, especially occupation, the education and all the stuff. So they're moving to Jacksonville. Why?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I appreciate you having me on here. So Jacksonville is the largest land-based city in the United States. And a lot of people have seen, especially recently, is that we've kind of been under the radar. Our cost of living is very affordable, especially when you compare us to other major cities across the United States, especially here in Florida. Where we are, geographically, we don't get the hurricanes like they do in South Florida and sometimes the Panhandle. We have, the universities. We have one of the most active ports in the United States here. We have Fortune 500 companies that are based out of here. We have two major naval bases out of here as well, NAS Jacksonville and NS Mayport. We just have a lot going on. And because of our pricing, because of where we're at, we are getting a lot of people that are relocating. They're relocating from Northeast, from New York, from New Jersey, Connecticut, from California. So we're starting to, we have been for quite a while, gotten a lot of activity, people searching online and wondering how far their dollar can take them here in Florida. Because as you know, when people started, relocating, it was Texas and Florida for multiple reasons, right? So we just been on the radar for a lot of people, and it's nonstop. And the schools too, because St. John's County has one of the strongest school districts in Florida. So a lot of people are definitely relocating because of the schools and the pricing, and we have a lot of new construction. So, up in New England, there's a lot of older houses. A $500,000 might get you a 200-year-old house, where here it gets you a brand new home, in a great community with great schools. So, people are weighing out their options.
That's good. So yeah, one thing I know definitely, a lot of people moving because the taxes are lower compared to the other places like California.
Yes.
New York have high taxes. And then when you compare Jacksonville with other cities in Florida, is better for the bang for the buck.
Absolutely.
So tell me something, like in a decent neighborhood, easy access to the job, workplace, or school, colleges. So a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, single family home right now, we are actually second quarter of 2023. What price range we are looking?
You're looking for a 3.2. You're looking at approximately about 300, wow. 350 perhaps. You can get a decent one in an area that has like an A+ school district, right? Okay. So now if we start looking at a residential detached versus attached, that kind of muddies the water a little bit, but you can get into a great area in regards to schools, for that price point.
So a great starter home with a good school area for $300,000, that's a steal.
That is a steal. Absolutely.
We don't get that here. We don't get that.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Over here for a school, like a minimum budget has to be $500,000.
Yeah.
So that's great, actually. Now, tell me about culture, community, food, lifestyle, a little bit like, so if I move to Jacksonville, what I'm expecting about when I go out, so like I'm talking about family culture, of
course,
different kind of food. What are we looking at?
Well, really what you're looking at is you're looking at such a large city that it really depends on what you're looking for, because you can pretty much find it here. This is a very old city. It was established many, many, many years ago. We're right down the road from St. Augustine, which is the first city to be established in the United States, and consistently. But, it really depends on where you want to be. So you have areas like San Marco, which are they're older. It's a walkable town. You have beautiful $1 million homes on the water, very quaint, little shops, little restaurants, things of that nature. You also have the South Side. It's newer. You have outdoor mall, and with activities that they have over there, you have, the golf and the indoor parachuting thing, that they have. So they have some activities there. You also have, this is the River City. So you'll have options in regards to, going boating, and downtown. You can take one of the water taxis and explore different parts of the city. Then, of course, you have the beach. We have a Jacksonville Beach, Neptune Beach. Ponte Vedra Beach. So they have the beaches area. It's not overly built in regards to when you compare it to like Destin, Florida, where it feels very touristy. Something that Jacksonville has done a really good job with is keeping it more just quaint. It has a certain vibe that is not too touristy, but it definitely allots for a good time with the family with beautiful restaurants and things to do.
That's good to know. So you get both flavor actually. So
absolutely,
it's not too busy. Also, it's not like in a countryside. So that's good.
Exactly. Yeah. And another thing too is that we're 5 hours from Atlanta. We're about 3 hours away from Orlando, about 2.5 hours to 3 hours away from Tampa. You know, where we're at logistically, I mean, it's very easy to get anywhere you want to go to.
Yeah. Also on the by the East Coast, Florida.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
By the water also. So that's very good. Now, tell me about your side as a veteran.
So I was in the United States Navy. I served proudly for 10 years, and it was some of the best time of my life. And what I did while I was in the military is I got my real estate license out of Pensacola, Florida, because that's where I was stationed. Soon after, we relocated to Jacksonville, and Jacksonville just has a very deep-rooted military history. Yes. And we have 2 big military bases, and I've been very fortunate enough where at least half of my business is helping veterans sell their home to relocate to another area or come here to retire because of the hospitals. We have a lot of hospitals here, and especially for the veterans, they want to be around a good VA hospital, you know, for whatever the case is. And this is a place where a lot of them will come and call home.
First of all, thank you for your service, and you're still continuing, you know, servicing that community.
Absolutely.
And hats off to you for that. That's very
Thank you. Thank you.
So, and now how long are you in Jacksonville, Florida area? You are servicing?
I've been in Florida, Jacksonville. I've been in Jacksonville for approximately 13 years.
Wow, that's a long time. That's good.
It is a long time. It is, and it's, you know, what's funny is that there's not too many people. I shouldn't say too many, but you know, you get certain people from Miami that perhaps have been and raised in Miami or in those areas. In Jacksonville, it's very much of a mix of people that have come from different parts of the world. And unlike, for example, Miami, and I'm originally from New England, I lived in Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey. Those areas have deep-rooted cultural like roots, right? Where you see there's a demographic that lives in this area, and there's a demographic that lives in this area. Jacksonville doesn't have that. However, we have culture, and it's really growing. In the last 10 years, I've seen it grow. And the benefit I see of that is just that you get to experience the food. I'm a foodie, right? Yeah. You get to experience the foods. When I first got here, the options for food weren't as plentiful as they are now. But now you're seeing all these shops and restaurants opening up, from people relocating from Brazil, outside of the country in different places, and just opening up new shops. We're starting to develop a stronger food truck culture. And I know down where you live, you have a strong food truck culture. Yeah. We didn't have that as much here, but we're starting to develop that. So I think, you know, like, as you know, food and friends and laughs and a couple drinks just kind of creates a certain atmosphere and just a little bit of spice of life.
That's great, actually. So this is good to know that you have flavor of all different kind of culture, the food, even the culture, the music and other stuff. So that's very good. Now about the attraction, over there. So if somebody come visit Jacksonville before even decide to live there, so what kind of attraction you have close by?
Well, it just really, again, it depends what you like. So, lots of fishing. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars NFL team, and last year they did very good. So everybody here is extremely excited for them. Historically, they haven't done as great, but so we have a great stadium team, and a lot of people behind their team. We have, a championship arena football team. We have, great a hockey team, a local hockey team here, the baseball team that we have here as well. So we have those type of attractions. For the most part, when people come to Jacksonville, unlike, like they have the sports and then you have your beaches. Those are the two things that typically people will gravitate towards more. But they have options too, because you go a little bit west. Georgia's right up the road as well. We have Amelia Island, which is a historic touristy area there that's beautiful, with Jekyll Island. You can take these boat rides to these secluded, small, quaint little islands. Hunting, a lot of people love hunting around here as well, and it's very easy to get to Georgia, certain areas to go hunting. So us being so large and so diverse, you have the option. So there's people that come here for so many different reasons. We're not a city that we're known for one thing, if that makes sense, right? There's certain cities that are known for one thing. We're not that city. We're known for, we have a little bit of everything for everybody.
Yeah, I guess because of you have such a high educational opportunity there, the universities, the colleges.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we're home to several colleges, University of North Florida and Jacksonville University, which, you get a lot of people will come relocate to.
Now, the other thing, of course, we got the kids and then the teenagers set, okay, good school, good college. What about the parent, like for the job opportunities? And so what do you see mostly, people are the occupation wise? You guys
mostly. So what I see, again, as diverse as we are, and we have a lot of strong legs holding up the economy here. This is something that I tell people all the time about Jacksonville. One of the beautiful things about Jacksonville, we have multiple legs holding up the economy. As a lot of people know, when COVID hit, think about what happened to Orlando. Orlando is basically tourism. Things shut down, right? We didn't experience that here. So, so we had military still worked, right? A lot of people started working from home, but we have the hospitals, we got the port, we got the Fortune 500 company, the military, we have, and then we have a budding entrepreneurial environment here where people are coming here again because it's under the radar. We have so much land still available to grow. Yes. And we have these companies that are coming in and buying large parcel of land and investing money in order to grow here. Because in Builder magazine, I want to say it was about 2 years ago, there was an article just talking about the cities that are under the radar, and Jacksonville was on that list. Oh. So yeah, so as far as that, I mean, as far as jobs, there are definitely job opportunities here, and there's opportunity for growth. It's not just, so for the entrepreneurial mindset, for someone wanting to come in here, the Latin community is exploding here as well. So we're just getting all of that coming up. And I'm very excited for Jacksonville the next 10 years.
Perfect. That's good. Now, Roberto, great. Lot of information you gave, a lot of valuable information. So now if someone want to reach out to you, so give me your website address and, the email or anyhow you want them to reach out to you.
Absolutely. So our website is rphomegroup.com. If you want to check out some videos that we've created on YouTube, you can check out RP Home Group. And there's multiple videos about different little cities that we focus on and communities as well. But you could always reach us at our phone number at 904-600-4376. We can reach us via email at rp@rphomegroup.com as well.
Thank you, Roberto. Great information. We're going to look forward to get more information about Jacksonville. It's a great city, and again, thanks again for servicing the country, with your Navy service, and continue servicing the community. So.